There is the scramble for the hustler cake.
Yes.
And of course, this talking about now that we are getting past the swearing in, we're past the Supreme Court, we're getting to the swearing in, and then business work begins for the government. And that business or headache is accommodating all the supporters within the hustler movement.
Actually, it's going to be a tough one for the deputy president. Remember, his coalition, the Kenya Kwanza, had brought on board many of the fringe parties. And even after the elections, we've seen the post-election agreements that he even signed with UDM, led by Senator-elect Ali Roba. We've seen him also meet the leaders from Nyanza region, led by MDG party leader David Ochieng, the Ugenya MP. And we know that he will meet others. Remember the other day, actually the former governor for West Pokot, Professor Lonyangapo, had also indicated that his coup party was going to join the DP. We also saw the former governor of Meru, Kiraitu Murungi, also joining Kenya Kwanza. So you can imagine all these people are coming on board, and they expect that they have to share his government with him because they are coming with numbers from the parliament and the county assembly. So they will actually need to be part and parcel of his government.
But walk us through the, with what we have to borrow from, or at least get from history and what has happened before, how this is considered in terms of who gets what, who gets a bigger piece of the pie or cake, as it's headlined here in the Daily Nation. And part of it is the votes that were contributed in various regions, as well as even monetary support. So it's not just about the cabinet, it could also be other allocations and accommodation from the government.
Actually, if you remember, Kenya Kwanza, although it wasn't a political party, but it was a coalition, they had come on board with a pre-election agreement that was deposited at the registrar. Remember, a leader like Musalia Mudavadi from ANC, he had actually what to deliver to be able to get the position that he had been promised, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Minister for Planning. We also saw the Ford Kenya party leader, Moses Wetangula, was actually promised that if he delivered a percentage of votes from his Bungoma backyard, then he will get the Speaker, the National Assembly Speaker seat, which actually he has already picked his papers, and I think he is going to be part of those who are angling for that position. And now that brings us down to the numbers. Remember, Azimio had also signed a coalition political party pact with the 26 French parties. And one of the agreement was the numbers that they were bringing on board. So here is a case where we have the numbers of Azimio in paper, but physically the numbers have actually shifted to Kenya Kwanza, because some of the people who have signed the post-election pact had actually signed a pre-election pact under Azimio.
So to put it really, black and white, there also will be, as much as there's expectation for reward, there will be a lot of disappointment for various people who won't get what they necessarily thought they would.
I think that will happen, because there is also the conversation that there are even some of the elected members who feel that they should be part of the executive arm of government and just to resign from their positions. If you look at the numbers, the way they tally in the National Assembly, we have Kenya Kwanza as a slim, Azimio has a slim margin over Kenya Kwanza with 168 members against 158 members of Kenya Kwanza. But again, that doesn't boil down to like now the election of the speaker, because it's secret ballot. It will depend with how they agree to vote whichever way. Today they're having the parliamentary group meetings. Maybe that is one of the things that they will discuss. If you look at the Senate, after UDM actually crossed, the Roba party crossed to Kenya Kwanza, then they're having a slighter margin again against Azimio, where they're having 26, including Wetangula, minus Wetangula is 25. And this other side, they have 23.
We've just heard Mudavadi